Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get started with the day 3 update, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who has watched the videos I've put out in the past couple of days, and say a big thank you to those of you who have liked and subscribed to the channel. This is really helpful to us when we're growing the channel, and as I mentioned in the previous video, this is kind of a new thing for me, making videos on a new game, and hopefully will be a very long term passion project. So thank you again, and for those of you that do enjoy the videos, please do like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and hopefully become a YouTube partner in the future. So before we get started with the update today, I just want to address a question which one of the viewers asked me via a DM yesterday, and that relates to what happens between the beta phases and specifically to characters who we have awakenings on. So they asked when the studio, when Fateless send us back the characters at the end of the first beta phase, will we get them back in their base form or with the awakenings? My honest opinion on this, as it stands, is that they will probably give them back to us in the base form. However, I have reached out to the Fateless team to request information and clarification on this. So as soon as they provide that clarification, I will address that in a future video. So moving on to today's update. As you can see, we've got some progression on the account. We've got 2 characters now at 5 stars. I decided to make Ramses my starter, the first one, and then Svarog, who has just been an amazing carry and protection for the team, our second 5-star. He has been a massive help in all dungeons. So we've got some ascensions we've done for him now as well. And we have also progressed Ramesses up to 5 stars of ascension. So we've been working hard on those dungeons that allow us to ascend our heroes. So Jacques is also 4-star ascended. We're still working on getting Vivienne and Svarog there. It's a bit difficult to level up legendaries. It takes a lot more work and a lot more energy. We've also got a new face in the core team. This is a rare called Shangji. I pulled her and looked at her skills, and she seems to be quite an amazing healer. So on her A1, she basically gives you a 5% of her max HP healed to all allies on that A1. If the target's under Vanish, which she does place later on, it will turn that into a 10% HP heal. On her core skill, she gives you accuracy and resistance up on all allies for 2 turns, or if Hoi Yi, who I believe is another rare, is on the team, they get accuracy up 2 and resistance up 2. So the difference between them is accuracy at 1's 30%, and then accuracy up 2 is 50%. And the same, I believe, with resistance. Yeah, there we go. So she's been very helpful to help people like Ramesses land their debuffs, which has obviously deals a lot more damage. We've also got Ramesses now fully booked out, so he's all maxed out, and Jacques as well, I believe, is fully maxed out. So that's really positive. Don't be afraid to use your rares, guys. There's some extremely strong rares. I'm going to be looking to level up Shangji as well as soon as I can. We can transfer some of these. I want to keep a few of them because there is a mission that's upcoming for exchanging this. Oh, I've just completed it, so we can go ahead and just exchange them all. One thing I have kind of learnt as we've gone along is when you get your level up rewards, if you get a knowledge one, they're quite valuable. You get lots of pages and sometimes even high level books to level up your champion. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some books into her. So she's now maxed out. So that gives us an extra 10% healing, an extra 10% damage, some cooldown reduction, and a lot more healing on her ultimate. So her ultimate heals 15% max HP to all allies, then places block debuffs on each of them for 2 turns. And if an ally is below 50% HP, she places Vanish on them. So that leveling up gives us another 20% on top. So that's massive. So she has become a very good part of the core team in place of what was her name? Inari. So don't get me wrong, Inari is very good with some of her skills, but at this point in time where we're getting into the tougher content, that healing is a godsend. So we're kind of going to keep her. So we did get some Eternals today as well. Managed to pull Onryu, who looks quite cool. She's very good looking skin. From what I hear, she's got some very good skills as well. So she places Vulnerable 2, which increases all damage inflicted by debuffs. So again, if you're using someone like Ramesses that does acid, that can be very strong. Also has a chance to place Curse, I believe, on another skill, and if the target's under Curse, she can spread random debuffs to all enemies as well. And then on her core skill, she places Curse 1, which decreases healing and the strength of shields and barriers by 25%. So again, can be very strong if you're dealing with shielding or barrier heroes. And then her ultimate attacks all enemies, decreases each target's divinity by 5%, will decrease by a further 5% for each debuff or disable on the target. Targets under curse, then increase the duration of curse by 1 turn. So very strong. I will see how she goes and maybe level her up. Got a couple of new epics, Bastet and Gwaine. I'm not sure if I'm going to build those yet. And then we've been just leveling up some commons for food to try and get some more people to 5 stars. We've also continued on the daily quests and monthly quests, so I was able to finish a final monthly quest today. So we do have another flawless stone, and we will be ending today's video with a nice shard pull or Aetherstone pull. Sorry, that's from my raid background coming out. So that will be a little treat for you at the end of the video. We're also going to be working through more of these missions. We're on Aru at the moment, but it's very tough to get all of these completed. And then we'll move on to chapter 4. As you can see as well from the little maintenance symbol at the bottom, there is going to be a maintenance. We're not sure how long the game's going to be down for at the present time. But they're going to be putting some bug fixes and patches live, which is awesome. The fact that they're doing this so early in the beta is, for me, a very good sign of what is to come. If they're that on point during a beta phase, then they're going to be on point when the game goes live. So again, in the smithy, you can see we've crafted a load more weapons. I'm not keeping all these. I will eventually melt some down for Rivenite, but I'm not sure exactly which ones are good yet and which ones are not. So I'm just kind of keeping everything at the current time until I kind of get a better understanding of what is good and what is not. We did get a couple of ones I wanted to highlight. So the disease talons here. So this one is very good for someone placing debuffs. So I put it on Ramesses, and we've given it Athena's blessing. So each time that the hero is attacked under shields, he gets 25% of the damage inflicted to the shields. If the shield is depleted or removed, has a 50% chance to petrify an enemy. And we've done that because Varog obviously places shields, and he's our kind of main protector. So this is a big boost. And we've also, for Lady Jacques, we've put a katana on her. I thought this would be very strong as it ignores 10% defense when attacking enemies with less than 30% HP. So when we get people low, she's ignoring 10% of their defense, doing a lot more damage. And we've also, since adding Shang-Chi, we've put the Hanzo imprint on this weapon, as some of the time they do get vanish, and that again is more ignore defense and guarantees strong hits. So yeah, that is where we are. Tomorrow's plan is to kind of keep on trying to work through Ascension dungeons and farm up some more food to kind of get our core team all to level 50. But we are going to end the video for you with a special treat, which you may have seen a little bit earlier. We have 138 mortal stones, Aetherstones, 10 of the ancestral Aetherstones, 2 Eternals, and 1 Flawless, and we are going to pull them all for you right now. I've seen some insane screenshots on the content creator Discord for Godforge, where people have actually got really lucky and pulled legendaries from these mortals. So I figured, why not? We may end up with something good, or we may just end up with food. Either way, both needed resources. So we're going to start off with 8 single pulls and see if we can get lucky. So again, we've already kind of got lucky to get a rare out of these. The kind of stats to get rares, epics, and legendaries are very, very low out of these mortals. But, it does happen. I've already got 1 epic out of them recently. And as I said, some people have got lucky and got a Heimdall. I think one got a Vivian. So it is very possible, if you open enough, that you will get a legendary. So, yeah. So who's this? This is a new guy. I haven't seen him before. Ashigaru from Izanami. I do really love these Japanese and Chinese aesthetics. They are incredible. I think they're some of my favorites in the game. Sort of the Egyptian ones are amazing. The Izanami are amazing. To be honest, a lot of the champions just look amazing. But yeah, I think my favorite factions so far are the Oyakama, I think they are. Apologies for the pronunciation. But they're the kind of Mayan-looking people. Sizin, for example, and some of the others look incredible. I will at some point in the next couple of days in the videos. I will also try and get some footage on my second account, where I do have Sizin, who was kind of my second most wanted champion after Vivienne, which is why I went ahead and made 2 accounts during the minigame. One to get Sizin and one to get Vivienne. Both very different characters. Vivienne's obviously an amazing support, while Sizin is a damage dealer. But what makes him unique is he can explode acid and blaze on enemies. So if you team him up with Ramesses or a blaze champion, such as Icarus, who's a rare, there are also some uncommons as well that do blaze. Also, we got lucky here and got Hanzo. Again, just looks simply incredible. This kind of samurai aesthetic is incredible. I wonder what he does. Let's have a look. Attack one enemy 3 times. Each hit will increase the damage on subsequent hit by 10%. This hero is under Vanish. Remove Vanish and attack one additional time. His core attack 100 by 180% multiply 4 enemies at random with a 50% chance to place acid on a target for 2 turns. This hero is under Vanish. Remove Vanish and inflict an additional 2% max HP. That could be incredible. We'll have to give him a bit of a test and see what kind of damage he puts out. And then his ultimate Silent Assassin. Place Vanish on this hero for 2 turns. Then attack one enemy for 508% of his attack. Inflict increased damage by up to 60% of the target's missing HP. The attack is a strong hit refunds 20% of this hero's divinity. That, again, could be very strong. And then we've seen his passive. When this hero gains Vanish, the next attack will ignore 20% of the target's defense. Will be a guaranteed strong hit. I will be very, very interested in testing him out. He has a 20% speed aura as well. My big problem on this account is I've got so many Slayers right now and not much of anything else. So I really need to try and hopefully get some Brawlers. And because there are some quests where you have to complete levels without any Slayers on your team. And that's why I'm definitely struggling right now. Because most of my stronger heroes are Slayers. So nothing on that one. Let's go again. As I said at the start, I don't really expect to get a legendary. If we get any kind of rares or epics, then great. My most wanted epic right now is ZP Totek. He is from that Omayakana faction that I mentioned, and he is just a fantastic epic. I've seen Simon and Susie both using him to great effect, and he's definitely one of my most wanted epics. Again, nothing there. I've heard Mummy could be quite powerful, so I might look at investing in him. Again, I think he has acid. He was nerfed a bit in the alpha because he was a bit strong, but he's got drain, some curse. So we might level him up if we need that brawler. Okay, and the final mortal pools. Now all food. Okay, let's move on to the ancestrals and do a temple here. Another Achilles. This guy seems to be following me around. On my second account, I've already pulled 3 Achilles, and now he seems to be coming onto this account as well. This guy looks quite cool. This is the Omeakayan faction that I was talking about. They're really cool looking. Right, so let's do our 2 Eternals. See if we can get lucky and get a nice epic, or maybe even a legendary. Enkidu. So he's a brawler, so he could be quite nice. Let's see what he does. Attack one enemy. It looks like HP based and attack based. 2 times. Each hit will heal for 30% of the damage inflicted. That could be very strong. Gilgamesh is in. He will join the attack. Second one, attack one enemy. Again, got that HP pace multiplier. And reduce the target speed by 10, stacking up to 4 times. This is a strong hit, will increase the damage inflicted by 20% of the target's attack. And then the last one, again, attacking 4 random enemies. So I'm not sure how good this guy is going to be, to be honest. It seems very random and very single target orientated. Okay, our last Eternal. And I think Mao Chao. Again, these kind of Chinese aesthetics are pretty cool. So he could be quite good. So got some defense down. I don't yet have a defense down champion, so he could be quite cool. Places sharpen, which increase strong hit chance, strong hit damage, equal to and will inflict additional damage. So another max HP hit. Places faith down, attack up, ignores 5% of the target's defense. Well, again, we'll have to take a look at this guy. Unfortunately, he's another Slayer. Okay, and the final pull of the video, guys. Let's hope for something amazing on the Flawless. We can only get epics and legendaries here. So, as I said, my most wanted is ZP Totek. Just to give you an idea of him, he is down. Let's have a look. There he is. So these are again the Motokai faction. They look amazing. Very cool looking champion. He does bleeds all over his kit and curse as well. So kind of very, very strong. So let's go ahead and pull our final pull of the video. Okay, so it is an epic. Let's see what he is. So Hoi Yi. Oh, actually, he's a defender that actually works alongside Shang-Chi, I believe. He had some synergy with her. So, yeah, if Shang-Chi is an ally, she will join in the attack. So this could be quite a good synergy. Defense and attack base. Placed intercept on the ally with the lowest HP for 1 turn. Attack all enemies with a 40% chance to place taunts. Also protect 2 for 2 turns, but only on Shang-Chi. And then remove blades from all allies except this hero. Attack 1 enemy, has a 70% chance to place attack down and blunt 2. I honestly don't think he's going to make it in our team. Just because we have Svarog there. But that is going to be the end of today's video, guys. Again, thank you to all those who have been supporting the channel. And for those of you that are enjoying the videos, please do like and subscribe. And finally, for any of those who are not currently in the beta but still want to join, you can join the beta still, even though it's ongoing, by clicking on the link in the description below. This will allow you to download the beta and join in the fun. So have a great day, guys, and we'll see you again in the next video.